So there's a whole list of GTA 6 mechanics that are actually going to change how you play this game. Not just cosmetic stuff, real gameplay systems. Some confirmed, some from leaks, and some directly carried over from Red Dead 2. And honestly, most people are sleeping on them. So one thing I haven't heard many people talk about is the lasso and rope mechanics. We had them in RDR 2, and I'm pretty confident they are coming back in GTA 6, because we can already see them in the trailers multiple times. In the first clip, there's an animal control ranger catching an alligator in someone's pool with a catch pole. Mechanically, it's basically the same lasso system from RDR 2, just with a different animation and a wrench. That tells us this is most likely going to be a usable item, and we will probably be able to do the job ourselves and catch alligators, or mess around with NPCs. The second spot is in trailer 2, where Jason is driving a car dragging a vault on a winch cable. That confirms rope and winch mechanics are in the game, and honestly, this opens up something really cool, full-on towing mechanics. Imagine hooking your winch to a tree to pull your truck out of a swamp, or dragging another car behind you. Maybe even use it offensively against NPCs, or during robberies, just like Jason does in that clip. Leonida has swamps and water everywhere, so this mechanic is going to get used constantly. And I guarantee people are going to find some absolutely insane ways to use it. But ropes aren't the only thing coming over from RDR 2, because the shooting mechanics in this game are on a completely different level than anything we've had in GTA before. Let's start with the shooting through structures. In RDR 2, you could shoot enemies through wooden fences, but also shooting through containers filled with liquid, and the liquids would actually leak out realistically when you hit them. That system is almost certainly coming to GTA 6. And in Florida, where there are pools like this one in this clip literally everywhere, that's going to look absolutely insane. Imagine this during a shootout, shooting through a fence into someone's pool, watching the water pour out. That's going to be an insane detail and a lot of fun. Then explosives. In GTA 5, explosions were basically binary. Either they did nothing, or they killed you instantly. Nothing in between. In RDR 2, dynamite had actual shockwaves. Depending on how far you were, you will get knocked to the ground and take different amounts of damage. No more a grenade exploding right next to you, and then dying instantly from one that landed just a few millimeters closer to you. Now let's talk about shooting from vehicles. We know about trunk mechanics and duffel bags, but what about inside the car while you're driving? Here's how I think it's going to work. When you sit in the driver's seat, there's an animation where you throw your long guns to the back seat. While driving, you can only use short weapons from the driver's seat. But because we have two characters, you can switch between them mid-drive. Set one character on autopilot to a waypoint and switch to the other one, grab those rifles from the back seat and start shooting out the window. And in the leaks and trailers, we saw characters leaning fully out of the window, and the shooting angle will be a full 360 degrees rotation. And unlike GTA 5, where the driver was stuck with free aim, it looks like GTA 6 is going back to auto aim while in driver's seat, just like RDR 2. Now, shooting from the truck bed was confirmed in the leaks. It works similarly to shooting from the wagon in RDR 2. And Lucia shooting from the back of a boat in Trailer 2 is basically the same thing but on water. Next up, vehicle jumping. This was completely absent from GTA 5, but in RDR 2 you could jump from your horse to a moving train, horse to horse, and horse to wagon. So, replace the horse with a motorcycle, and you see exactly where this is going in GTA 6. Jump from a bike onto a track bed, onto a moving train, onto convertibles, or into the back of a semi-carrying cargo. And given how massive water is in this game, jumping between jet skis or from a boat onto a boat, I think that's coming too. This mechanic alone is going to create some of the most cinematic moments in the game. Now, for the weapon loadout, you carry 2 long guns and probably 1 or 2 short guns per character. You swap them out at the car trunk, same as swapping weapons at your horse in RDR 2. But here's what makes it actually interesting. You have 2 characters, so you can have a completely different loadout on each one and just switch between them on the fly. 2 characters, 2 different loadouts, always ready for whatever situation you are dealing with. And there are painkillers too. We know medkits and body armor are coming back, but painkillers work differently. Something like Bullshark testosterone from GTA 5 or Tonics from RDR 2. They add a temporary extra layer on top of your existing health bar, stamina or death core. Basically a short boost when things get really bad and you need just a little more to survive. Now, hand-to-hand combat. It looks clearly upgraded from RDR 2. We still have specific finishers. You can see Jason slamming a guy against a car. Then we have tackling. It seems like this policeman is about to jump on this guy. And here you can see some pushing as well. But then there's Lucia kicking. That mechanic was last seen in San Andreas, where CJ could actually learn different fighting styles at the different gyms. So it really looks like both characters will have different fighting styles from the start, because of their size difference and Lucia's fighting background. And we will probably be able to learn more as we go. Now let's talk about movement in combat. For those of you who only played GTA 5 and never touched RDR2, GTA 6 is bringing actual crouching. And instead of the rolling mechanic from GTA 5, I would expect we will see diving, which is way more realistic, and you can actually see hints of it in Trail 1. You will also be able to switch shoulders on your aim. And unlike in RDR2, where you will only switch camera angle, GTA 6 will probably show an actual hand animation changing when you do this, so that's really cool attention to detail. Next up, auto aim. I know some people absolutely hate it, but GTA has always been a casual-friendly game. It's not supposed to be a sweaty aim competition. It's supposed to be a cinematic experience playable for everyone, regardless of your skill level. And I'm sure Rockstar will let you turn it off if you want more challenge. Options are good, but it's staying in the game, and honestly it should, for accessibility reasons. Okay, so combat is going to feel way more immersive. But what about everything else you actually interact with in the world? Because collectibles and treasure hunting in GTA 6 are nothing like what you remember from GTA 5. In GTA 5, collectibles were basically just numbers in a menu. Find the statue, it disappears, your completion percentage goes up by 1%, and that's it. Nobody really cared. RDR2 completely flipped that. You physically looted chests, you picked up pocket watches, jewelry hidden inside fireplaces, and food from kitchen shelves. You collected plants and herbs out in the world, you found treasure maps hidden inside hollow trees, and everything showed up in your actual satchel. Items you could use, eat, or sell. It wasn't a stat counter, it was part of the world. And there's one detail that makes me very confident. A guy in the screenshot walking around with a metal detector. In Reddit Online, you could use a metal detector and actually dig underground to find buried items. So I'm fully expecting that in GTA 6. Imagine walking the beaches of Vice City and finding buried jewelry, valuables, and treasures all across Leonida. And collectible items lead naturally into throwables. In GTA and RDR2, throwables were mostly weapon wheel items, grenades, dynamite, or throwing weapons. But it's 2026 and Rockstar has been paying attention to what other games are doing. So I think there's a real chance we'll be able to pick up random objects around the world, like bricks, glass bottles and stuff like that, and use them as throwables in combat. It's a small thing, but it adds another layer to how you interact with the environment during combat. And I'm sure we are also gonna see fast travel. It was in both GTA 5 and RDR2, so it's definitely making a comeback in some form. Okay, let's run through the rest quickly. Mounted weapons and turrets are back. We had them both in GTA 5 and RDR2. And GTA 6 is bringing them back. And also rust mechanics getting improved. In RDR2 you could sit on cliffs or rooftops and just exist in the world for a minute. GTA 6 is expanding that. Things like lying in a pool float, sitting on a track bed, leaning against a bar, resting on a motorcycle, laying down on the beach, or sitting by a pool. It sounds small, but it's exactly the kind of detail that makes a world feel very immersive. Next we have autopilot. Screenshots show assist functions on car dashboards. We had something similar in RDR2 with horses. Set a waypoint, let the game drive itself when you need to go AFK, or switch to the other character to shoot those long rifles out of the window. And Rockstar already added autonomous test cars in GTA Online. GTA 6 is set in present day, so this feels like a real feature. And honestly, it just makes sense, because in real life, vehicles are everywhere. And then the boring stuff. Just like in RDR2 where you had to clean out stables, and GTA 5 where you cleaned FIB floors as Michael or loaded containers at the docks, Lucia is picking up trash in GTA 6 because she's on parole. We asked for realism, so Rockstar is going to give it to us completely. I guess we can't just have fun without the boring stuff. That's just life. So there it is, rope and towing mechanics, upgraded combat and weapon systems, physical collectibles you actually interact with, vehicle jumping, throwable objects from the environment, and a wall list of smaller things that are going to make this feel completely different from any GTA before it. Which one of these mechanics are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. I'm covering everything about GTA 6 until launch, and I will see you in the next one, boys.